i aktivnosti civilnog društva kao nositelji i poveznice pojedinca i institucije u fokusu su naše emisije Živjeti različito.
U današnjoj emisiji donosimo razgovor sa dvojicom volontera iz Turske, Semihom i Emreom. Kako su došli volontirati u Slavonski Brod, poslušajte u razgovoru. Razgovor je na engleskom jeziku. We have some interesting guests here on radio, and I would like you to introduce yourselves in a few sentences.
My name is Semih. I'm from Turkey. Normally I'm living in Istanbul. I came here for volunteering services. And also I'm 26 years old. I graduated from Istanbul University. My department is economy. That's all.
Okay, thank you. And you?
And my name is Emre. I'm 23 years old and I live in Antalya. And also I graduated from physical therapy and rehabilitation from Izmir. And I'm physiotherapist and I'm master degree student in the pulmonary physiotherapy area. And I like to be here.
And how and why did you come to Croatia?
Actually, first of all, we were searching projects that's about European volunteering services. We saw lots of projects, but they are so different. Some project was farm, the other projects about just children, the other ones just homeless. We choose this project as this project so open for everything, like Radiju and people with disabilities, youth center for young people. We choose for that. Actually, we want to work for everyone, for every people.
Do you have something to add?
And for me, like we applied this project because like I'm working with the people with disability, and also I want to work with the association because I'm doing some projects for Erasmus students, also like young people. And also in my city I'm teaching them Turkish, and sometimes I'm arranging the language classes, and also like some cultural events for foreigner in my city, Antalya.
You went on some seminars in Orahovica and Zagreb, and can you tell us a little bit about that? What did you learn there?
And Orahovica, like it's arranged by the national agency. It was arrival training for Erasmus European Volunteer Service volunteers, and it was kind of training from Monday to Saturday, and we learned their communication skills, how to write projects, and how to make good communication, how to arrange the problems, how can we fix it, and how can be good volunteers there. And they taught us, and the process, the training was always practical. Then we played games, and we made a mistake, and we learned by our mistakes. And also, like they are also volunteers, the teachers, lecturers, and lecturers gave us some good methods to fix the problems, and EVS process. And at this time, for like the volunteers, kind of will be here 5 months and 6 months. And they gave us like some directions. For example, like the time management. They said like for 2 weeks, 2 weeks you will be happy because it's the new country for you and you will be happy. But the next times and the next months, they said it's going to be hard for you because and everybody will have some obstacles to solve it, and they said you need to figure it out and you need to understand everything will be not good always, they said.
Do you have something to add?
I can say we have to learn how to improve our skills shortly, and also we have to learn one more thing that's so important for us. That's our roles. Like standing organization, what's his roles? The host organization, what is his roles? Also volunteers, what will we do in here? And if I see one problem, how can we find a good solving for that?
When it comes to your personal goals, what are they for your stay here in Croatia? What do you want to achieve here?
My goals is I want to be good volunteer by heart, because I want to work with people with disability. I want to work with sometimes refugees. I want to work with the orphan people, because when I see them and I feel empathy and I feel emotional then with them, because also in my job, when I see the people with disability, and I understand that they need to be like perfect, like as much as possible. And for example, when I see Stephen Hawking, that he has ALS, and he's like the best physicist in the world, then every like people with disability need to have amazing goals to achieve. And as a physiotherapist, I want to help them to get it. And secondly, in my project, and I want to discover myself, and I need to improve myself in every area, and that can I have good skills that to improve. I want to improve my English. I want to learn new culture, that is Croatian culture, and also my language skills, and that's it.
By the way, actually, before I never worked with people with disabilities in my past life. So when I came here, this is my first week. I start to help people with disabilities in the swimming pool. I was so emotional at that time. I tried to empathy with them. I worked with them because people with disabilities, they have some kind of psychological problem, and also they have some body problem. We can walk easily, we can think easily for everything, but they don't. This is not disabilities, but we have to give them an easy life. We have to work for them actually. And in addition, I graduated from like economy. I told you before. There's social science. I'm researching what the situation of Croatia in economy and how is Turkey. I'm comparing between Turkey and Croatia. That's my future plan. When I start to master degree, maybe I can write one thesis. That's about that.
Yes, that would be a very good thesis for master's degree, especially because Turkey and Croatia are not that different. We have a really bad situation, political and socio-economical.
Historical.
Yes, oh yes. But all bad things aside, let's talk about food. How do you like our food? How do you like our locals?
Okay, actually, your food is like our food. It's same. We can find whatever we want. Actually, like börek, baklava, lokum, something like this. Our culture is so similar. Just the difference, I think. In Turkey, we don't find a pork. That's because of religion. Emre, do you want to add something more?
And from beginning to now, as I observed, that's like language, and also like the some phrases are like similarly so much, like hayde, super, like so many things that comes from Balkans, and Balkans culture is so similar to Turkey, and the foods and the way they smoke and the way they drink coffee, the way they drink tea, and like also like hospitality. Everybody like sacrifice themselves for their guests. When they have guests, they are interested in everything of them. Like they are given everything for them, like food, like things that they need to have, and also like the family is so like close to each other, and like also like the way they treat us, like our supervisor, mentor, like the people with the work with us, and always like kind of are the member of family.
And also I want to say more. The people who is smoking a lot in Croatia, they saying each other, "You are smoking like Turkish."
Yes, yes. Yes, we do that. I don't smoke, so I don't know. But yes, my mother smokes, and my father often tells her, "You are smoking like Turkish." And we have a lot of Turkish words in our vocabulary. For example, cezva. Yeah. Yes, yes. We have a lot of. It's similar culture, but I hope you will learn something from us. Do you think you will, or will we learn much more from you?
I think as we are here, we will learn because we are in Croatia, and we can teach. Yes, yeah, you are majority. You are majority here, and yes, like it will be cultural exchange between us, and we will teach Turkish people, like Turkish language to like broad people, and also like we are organizing like Turkish classes once a week for locals, and we can teach them our culture, language, and also we will learn Croatian language. We will learn Croatian culture, the way they live, and we will learn them.
Do you know some Croatian words? Did you learn something?
I know, it's like daily conversation. That means like kako si, dobro, hvala, zdravo, dobro jutro, dobro večer, laku noć, rakija. It's my amazing drinking in Croatia. Ciao, like a similar words, the Croatian people using every day this words. Bok, dobar dan. Actually, can I say something about bok? Bok means in Turkish. Bok means like poop.
Oh, nice. Bok to you. You will be staying here, you said, for 5 months. That is until April of 2018. And where do you go next after that?
I think we don't have any idea, and like it will be good if we make a master degree here. Like so far I like this country. Why not to make a master degree here? Because if I have like the English course, that if I have successful that, and I can stay here for master degree because I have plans to make master degree, and I'm making master degree in my city. But I want to make it hard because like I want to do that in the good university and amazing university.
Actually, we have too many opportunities about our future. That means, for example, if I find a job in here, that's company who is working with Turkish company, I can be translator for them. And by the way, maybe I can find a master degree in Croatia, doesn't matter, in Istanbul. But I'm gonna work in here with some professor, with some economy professor. And also I'm gonna apply one exam in Turkey that's about government worker. If I pass the exam, I will start to work for my government. I mean, we have lots of options, We will see what will happen in the future. It's so early to say something in our future.
But you could imagine yourself living here in Croatia.
In Croatia? In Slavonski Brod, you mean?
In Slavonski Brod.
You mean the 5 months? Or
After 5 months.
Yes.
Life.
Your all of life.
Would you like to live here in Croatia, in Slavonski Brod, in Zagreb, or anywhere you went? Mm-hmm. Would you like to live here?
And I think if I find a master degree abroad, but it's not, I couldn't find. If I find, I can live, but in the Zagreb, if I find, why not? And Zagreb is a good city, and Brod is a good city because they say it's like the 6th biggest city in the Croatia, and why not?
Actually, I will speak a little bit of politics. Our situation is really shit. I really want to leave Croatia because I will feel myself more free. I can reach everywhere easily. I can go to some European countries with my ID card. Blah 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 blah. So.
Okay, do you have something more to add that we didn't say in this interview?
I want to talk about our projects, and I would like to say that for broad people, and they need to stay in Broad to make this city amazing and more creative, more active. Because whenever I meet with someone that lives in Broad, they want to go Germany, they want to go to Austria, they want to go to Zagreb. And because whenever I met the good people, like the talented and also like the famous people, they are from Broad, but they live in another cities. And for them, let's stay in Broad and let's make this city better. And also secondly, I would recommend them to join the Erasmus exchange programs like Erasmus European Volunteer Service, because they will learn the new cultures, they will learn new language, they will improve their language skills, and they will see what differences from Croatia. For example, if they live in Belgium, they will learn how the Belgium is good and how Belgium is bad. They will have opportunity to compare, and for next years they can make the good things for Broad and also Croatia. And in high school we will visit them to how to join EVS programs and how the programs works.
Seni gibi fındık kıran, yılanı deliğinden çıkaran, kaderim püskül belam yakalarsam. Seni gibi fındık kıran, yılanı deliğinden çıkaran, kaderim püskül belam yakalarsam. Seni gibi fındık kıran, yılanı deliğinden çıkaran, kaderim püskül belam yakalarsam.